everyone, I welcome you all to my channel. I am Shell. Today is the fourth video of the video series Crossing Over and Linkage. In the previous three videos, we have talked about the concepts and meaning of crossing over and linkage, and today we will talk about coupling and repulsion hypothesis.
Bateson, Punnett and Saunders performed a cross in sweet pea by selecting characters such as flower color and pollen size. They conducted test crosses and the results which they found deviated from that of independent assortment. Normally test crosses yield the ratio 1:1:1:1, but the ratios which they got were different from this one. They could not explain it. It was later proved by Thomas Hunt Morgan because of his experiments on Drosophila. He said that the genes for flower color and pollen size were linked, because of which they produced different ratio from that of independent assortment. We have already seen the experiments on sweet pea which led to the discovery of linkage by Bateson, Punnett and Saunders. The same experiments also led to the discovery of coupling and repulsion. That is, they also gave coupling and repulsion hypothesis basing on the same experiments. Today we will see how. The important concept of coupling and repulsion phenomena is the phenotype of the offsprings produced from the hybridization of the parents with linked genes depends upon the arrangement of alleles of these linked genes. That is, over here we have selected the gene for flower color and pollen size. The arrangement of alleles for these genes affects the phenotype of the offsprings produced. We will see how in our video.
To understand linkage or to see the effects of linkage, test crosses are conducted. Over here, the characters chosen are flower color and pollen size. Flower color is of two types, blue and red. Blue is represented by capital B and red flower color is represented by small b. Blue color is dominant over red color. Pollen size is of two types, long and round. Long is represented by capital L and round is represented by small l. Capital L is dominant over small l, which means long is dominant over round. A heterozygous blue long is test crossed with homozygous red round. Heterozygous blue long will be represented by, blue will be represented by capital B small b and long capital L small l. This is a heterozygous representation. A homozygous blue long individual will look like this. Homozygous blue means capital B, homozygous long means capital L, and this is the heterozygous representation. This will be homozygous recessive, so small b, small l, small l. The arrangement of alleles of the linked genes. Over here, these two genes are linked. That means the distance between them is very less and they are present together on single chromosome. The type of linkage is incomplete linkage because in nature, incomplete linkage is seen mostly. The arrangement of alleles of linked genes, that is flower color and pollen size of the heterozygous individual, affects the phenotype of the offspring. That is, how the alleles of blue flower color and long pollen size are arranged in case of heterozygous individual is of importance. They are arranged in these two types. These two are the homologous chromosomes. This is a homologous pair, which means the type of genes present will be same. That is, this locus or this position stands for flower color. This position stands for pollen size. So the gene is same. The gene for flower color over here is having alleles capital B and small b. Long is having capital L, small l. When the dominant alleles of both the genes, that is capital B and capital L, are present together on single chromosome of the homologous pair, that arrangement is called as cis arrangement. Over here, the capital alleles are present together, that is the dominant alleles are present together on single chromosome, and recessive alleles, that is small b and small l, are present together on another chromosome of the homologous pair. This type of arrangement of alleles of linked genes is called as cis arrangement. The other arrangement is over here. Here, capital B is present with small l. See, one dominant allele is present with another recessive allele on a single chromosome of the homologous pair. As a result of which, the other chromosome of the homologous pair will have small b and capital L, that is one recessive allele with another dominant allele. This arrangement of alleles of linked genes is called as trans arrangement. Out of these two, any one arrangement can be seen in nature, and depending upon the arrangement, different type of offsprings will be produced in spite of the same genotype of the parents. We will see this later on. Cis arrangement is called as coupling, that is cis arranged genes, that is dominant alleles when present together. This arrangement is also called as coupling arrangement. When the dominant allele is present along with recessive allele, this arrangement is called as repulsion arrangement. And the arrangement of alleles of this homozygous recessive would be same, because they have small b, small b, small l, small l. Small b is present with small l and small b is present with small l on another chromosome of this homologous pair. So the deciding factor is that of heterozygous individual. In both cis and trans arrangement, the genotype is the same. See, capital B, small b, capital L, small l. Capital B, small b, capital L, small l. The difference over here is capital B and capital L are present together. Over here, capital B is present with small l. As you all know, the linked genes are represented in form of lines. So this chromosome of this homologous pair is represented with this line, and this chromosome is represented with this line. Capital B, capital L written together, small b, small l present together. Over here, capital B is present with small l on this line, and over here, small b is present with capital L over here. And this one is having the same arrangement, small b, small l, small b, small l. This arrangement is that of Mendel's experiments. This arrangement is for linked genes, and this is the arrangement which I am showing on chromosomes. This is the chromosomal representation of the parents, which when undergo gametogenesis, meiosis will take place. In S phase, replication of DNA occurs, because of which these chromosomes will have two chromatids instead of one. So there are two chromatids present. Over here only two chromosomes with two chromatids. Over here two chromosomes with four chromatids. So tetrad stage has reached, and as these two chromatids are identical to each other, so the type of allele will be same. Capital B, capital L, capital B, capital L, capital B, capital L, small b, small l, small b, small l, small b, small l. Over here capital B, small l, small b, small l, capital B, small l, capital B, small l, and small b, small l, similar to this, small b, small l. As these are incompletely linked genes, so Punnett and Betson, they conducted 16 times the crosses. They crossed these parents for 16 times. So as these are incompletely linked genes, out of these 16 times, 14 times crossing over did not take place, and for 2 times crossing over took place. That is, when they were crossing these parents for 16 times meiosis will take place. Out of these 16 meiosis, 14 meiosis had no crossing over, whereas 2 meiosis had crossing over, because these are incompletely linked genes, and incompletely linked genes show crossing over in few meiosis. As a result of which, when no crossing over will take place, the gametes produced will be similar to the parents. That is, these 4 chromatids will form only 2 type of gamete. That is capital B, capital L, capital B, capital L, small b, small l, small b, small l. So the gametes produced will be of 2 types. Here also the gametes produced will be capital B, small l, capital B, small l, small b, capital L, small b, capital L. And when crossing over took place, that is, few times crossing over takes place, at that time the types of gametes produced will be of parental as well as recombinant. That is capital B, capital L, and these 2 non-sister chromatids will undergo crossing over, as a result of which this small l will move to this chromatid and capital L will move to this chromatid. As a result of which, the type of gametes produced will be capital B, capital L, capital B, small b, capital L, small b, small l. And over here, capital L will move to this one and small l will move to this one. So the gametes produced will be capital B, small l, capital B, capital L, small b, small l, small b, capital L. So the processes where no crossing over takes place, only 2 types of gametes which are parental. Processes where crossing over took place, 4 types of gametes, 2 parental and 2 recombinant. The results which we will get after crossing will include both the results, that is from crossing over and from no crossing over. Now we are crossing one heterozygous blue long with homozygous red round in both cis and trans configuration. Betson and Punnett also carried out many crosses in sweet pea. with the parents having same phenotype. That is, in both the cases, parents have same phenotype. Blue long, red round, blue long, red round. But the arrangement of alleles of the heterozygous individual differed, because of which they got different results. The crosses, out of 16 crosses, 14 had no crossing over, 2 had crossing over. So the crosses where no crossing over took place, only 2 types of gametes produced, that is capital B, capital L, small b, small l. Only the parental gametes will be produced. But the crosses where crossing over took place, 4 types of gametes. Along with these 2 parental, 2 recombinant ones will be also produced, that is capital B with small l and small b with capital L. And from this individual, only 1 type of gamete will be produced, because this is homozygous, whether crossing over takes place or not. When fusion will take place, in cases where no crossing over took place, the offsprings will be of only parental type. That is, when parental gametes fuse, that is capital B, capital L fuses with small b, small l, we get this type of offspring. This is the first type of parental offspring. This is second parental gamete. When this fuses with this gamete, we will get this type of offspring, small b, small l, small b, small l. This is the second type of offspring, which is parental. So these 2 types of offsprings will be only produced in 14 cases. In another 2 cases, we will get 4 types of offsprings. Along with these 2 parental offsprings, we will get 2 recombinant offsprings as well. That is, small capital B, small l, when fuses with small b, small l, we will get this type of recombinant offspring. When small b, capital L fuses with small b, small l, we will get this type of recombinant offspring. So over here, the offsprings produced are sum total of both the types. And naturally, the offsprings will be more of parental type rather than recombinant type. So out of 16, we will get 14, that is 7 and 7 parental offsprings, and 1 and 1 recombinant offspring. The ratio which will be produced will be 7:1:1:7. But the normal ratio is 1:1:1:1. This was observed by Bekes, Punnett and Saunders. In this case also, these are the gametes produced. These 2 are the parental ones, that is capital B, small l and small b, capital L. See over here, the parental gametes are different from parental gametes produced over here. Capital B, capital L, small b, small l. Here capital B, small l, small b, capital L. And the process where crossing over took place, 4 types of gametes. Along with these two recombinants, that is capital B, capital L, small b, small l. So these are the recombinant gametes, and over here the recombinant gametes are different from this one. In spite of the fact that the parents have the same phenotype, the offsprings produced are, these 2 are the parental offsprings, that is capital B, small l, small b, small l, small b, capital L, and small b, small l. These are the parental offsprings produced by the fusion of parental gametes. And these 2 are the recombinant offsprings formed by the fusion of recombinant gametes, that is capital B, capital L, small b, small l, small b, small l, and small b, small l. See over here, the parental offsprings have different phenotypes. Over here, the parental offspring is blue long, but over here it is blue round. Over here, the other parental offspring is red round. Over here it is red long. The recombinants are blue round, but here it is blue long. Here it is red long. Here it is blue round. The ratio over here is the same as that of this one. Over here we got 7:1:1:7 when we will rearrange this. But over here we got 1:7:7:1. So the ratio produced in both these cases are as follows. From here we got 7:1:1:7. 7 is parental, that is blue long, and these 2 are recombinants, that is blue round and red long, and this 7 stands for parental, that is red and round. If we keep the phenotypes same in both the cases, that is the phenotypes are same, then the ratio will be different. Blue long, which was 7 in number and was parental, over here it is 1 in number and it is recombinant. Blue round, here it is 1 in number, recombinant. Over here it is 7 in number and it is parental. Similarly, 1 is for red long and it is recombinant, but over here red long is 7 in number and it is parental. Over here red round is 7 in number and it is parental. Over here red round is 1 in number and it is recombinant. So out of 16, we got these many number of individuals which were different in number and their type, that is whether they were parental or recombinant, was different in both the cases because of different arrangement of alleles in cis and trans arrangement. But the phenotypes were same. Of the parents also the phenotypes were the same. And this ratio deviated significantly from 1:1:1:1 ratio which we got from independent assortment. With this, we come to the end of today's lecture. In the next video, we will talk about coupling and repulsion hypothesis with the help of one example from animal kingdom. Please hit the like button, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.